There's been a lot of reporting about Luigi Mangione's manifesto, and this guy that I found says that some of those have been false, but he has the real one. I'm going to read to you an important part from it, and it's not very long. But he says in there, I do apologize for any strife of traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. A reminder, the U.S. has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly number 42 in life expectancy. United is the largest company in the U.S. by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, and Walmart. It has grown and grown, but has our life expectancy? No. The reality is these indecipherable have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American people has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have space, and frankly, I do not pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. Now, this guy is super smart, and he makes a very good argument. Why has our life expectancy not grown when their profits have? It's a solid argument. And honestly, his whole reasoning behind his actions do have a lot of validity to them. I still stand by, this is not the way to get it done. But he was actually following the Unabomber. He was reading his books, he was reading all of his papers, and he says that violence is not the answer, is not always accurate, that sometimes you do have to jump out there and commit violence to get people's attention, that it's the coward's way out to say violence doesn't solve everything. So he's made his point, and I feel for him. I really do. He had back surgery. Apparently it was debilitating. I don't know if that's the reason why, or because he wanted to strike back out at his parents who own these nursing homes that are really bilking the system and not getting full coverage, I guess, for whatever they're charging their patients, and having to result to lax care and overcrowding. Either way, I sympathize with him. I just don't think that murder is the way to go. But I sympathize with him, and he made his choice, and he made the statement, which is why we're still talking about it now. And maybe that worked.
I mean, we've seen no evidence. We've seen nothing. And
that is Luigi Mangione's attorney, and it has created quite the headline for him. Attorney sees no evidence linking Mangione to the crime. Well, of course he hasn't. He hasn't seen it. That's what he's saying. He hasn't seen it. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And of course he hasn't seen it because he's only been on the case for 12 hours. It takes them weeks to pull this stuff together to give to him. This crime only recently occurred. It also takes a motion filed by him to get the evidence. So of course he hasn't seen it. But he's making himself a good headline to get the attention of almost every newspaper and TV station in this country.